I'm David Hodgins from the Wodonga District Baptist Church, and it's been great to be able to reconnect with Graham and Sharon from the Corryong Church after this period of time during COVID-19 where we've just not been able to get out and about too much at all. We've been out delivering some hay, just catching up with some of the folks who've kind of fallen through the cracks a little bit in terms of the help that's been needed. And one of the things that we've really discovered is that there's no short visits when you're delivering hay or offering help, because all people want to do is talk, and almost inevitably the talk turns pretty much straight away to their experience of the fires that burnt through this area at the end of 2019, start of 2020. We've come to realise that there is such a need for people to be supported and to continue to be supported, and so from the Wodonga end we will continue our partnership with Corryong, looking to bring some people up this way to help with some fencing, which is still a very real need. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done, and to connect with people, just listen to their stories, help them process some of the anguish that they've experienced through this crisis, and recognise that the mental health issues are still very real. As part of the partnership with the Baptist Union too, we recognise also the opportunity to continue some vouchers that have been so helpful in this community, just giving people a bit of a hand up, and continue to sit with them and just take notice of their needs, listen to what their concerns are, and support them through this time. It's been great to see this country transform too. So many places where the seed that has been subsidised through some of our grants is actually in the ground and growing and looking fantastic in this beautiful part of the state. And it's a great blessing for us to be able to continue our relationship with the Corryong district and the rest of the Baptist Church family in Victoria too. So thank you so much for all of your hard work too.
So today we've been taking out some loads of hay to some of the smaller farmers. These are people who have fallen through the cracks. You know, they don't qualify for the big grants. A lot of them aren't insured or are underinsured, and they've only got a few head of livestock, but they've got to get them through the winter, and the winters are hard here. It might look green at the moment, but that green feed doesn't last, and then they need dry fodder to keep their livestock warm and fed through the winter. So yeah, we've been going out, we've been talking with people and seeing what their needs are, and that means the world to people. Just to know that there are people out there who care enough to follow up after the fires, and because of all the COVID-19 stuff, a lot of these farmers, like, they feel forgotten, and they're just so grateful that the Baptist Church are remembering that they're out there and that they matter. It doesn't matter how big or how small they are, that there's people that care, and that just means the world to them. So what's happened in a lot of these valleys is they've had the fires come through, and then in January they had rain, and some of these valleys, like this particular one, have had 4 floods. So the farmers have gone out, they've put up their new fencing, and then it's rained and all this stuff has come down the hills because there's been no soil, no tree roots, nothing left to hold it, and it's just washed. And people have had silt and rocks, and in some places big boulders come through, go through their sheds. They've had vehicles covered up in silt and rubbish. They can't get out their driveway. They've had to have heavy machinery come in and cart all the stuff away, and it's just been heartbreaking. And not once, but I know this particular valley has had 4 floods come through since the fires and just washed away what they're trying to do. It's just been absolutely devastating for them. Whatever the fire left, then the floods come through and take away.
We've just spent a bit of time chatting to some of the Corryong teams that are working up here. They've got in the order of something like 50 people helping clear up houses that have been burnt and sheds that have been burnt, most of them asbestos sites. And it just reminds us that the recovery is a long process. They've indicated to us that it's going to be something in the order of another 3 or 4 months before they're finished. We're talking 9 months since the fires, so for some people it's taken a long time even just to get that cleared up. And in some senses it will be good for them. It's really good for their mental health to see the ground cleared and ready to go again. But while the land recovers quite quickly, people take a lot longer, and so as churches we need to be here for the long haul.